When we picture the Arabian Peninsula, we see endless, sun-scorched dunes, a world of heat and silence. The vast emptiness stretches as far as the eye can see, with golden sands shimmering beneath a relentless sun. For many, this is the only Arabia they know, a place where life seems impossible, and the wind whispers through ancient, shifting dunes. But this desert is just one chapter in a much longer story. Arabia was once a vibrant green paradise, teeming with life and flowing rivers. Imagine a land where water carved deep channels through the earth, and grasslands stretched across the horizon. This was a world bursting with color and sound, a stark contrast to the silence of today's desert. Imagine standing on the grassy bank of a wide river, herds of elephants and gazelles nearby, hippos in deep lakes and birds filling the air. The landscape was alive with movement, predators and prey, great herds on the move, and flocks of birds migrating with the seasons. Arabia was a crossroads for wildlife, a place where life flourished in abundance. This was the reality of Arabia, not just once, but many times over millions of years. The land transformed again and again, cycling between lush green and arid gold as the climate shifted. Each transformation left its mark, shaping the land and the creatures that called it home. Scientists have uncovered this lost world through fossils and ancient tools, but the full story was hidden beneath the surface. Every discovery, a tooth, a bone, a stone tool, offers a glimpse into a forgotten era, hinting at the lives of animals and humans who once thrived here. The real breakthrough came from exploring deep caves, where Arabia's climate history is written in stone. Stalactites and stalagmites hold chemical clues, recording every shift in rainfall and temperature. These natural archives allow scientists to read the story of Arabia's changing climate year by year over hundreds of thousands of years. These discoveries reveal that Arabia was not always a barrier between Africa and Eurasia. At times, it became a vital link, a land bridge connecting continents, opening new pathways for life to travel and evolve. During green periods, it became a lush corridor, inviting animals and early humans to cross and thrive. Herds of antelope, elephants, and even our own ancestors journeyed across these fertile plains, following rivers and grazing lands that stretched for hundreds of miles. The cycles of green and gold in Arabia are woven into the story of our own species. Each shift in climate opened new opportunities and new challenges for those who lived here, shaping the course of human migration and evolution. Uncovering this past isn't just about one region. It's about understanding the epic journeys of life on Earth. Arabia's story is a chapter in the grand narrative of migration, adaptation, and survival that connects us all. Arabia's transformation challenges everything we thought we knew about this ancient land. It reminds us that even the harshest landscapes can hold secrets of abundance and change, waiting to be revealed. The desert we see today is only the latest scene in a much grander film, a film written by time, climate, and the endless resilience of life itself. The secret to Arabia's green past was hidden in its caves, deep beneath the sun-baked surface where few would think to look. While the desert above seemed lifeless and unchanging, the underground world held clues that would rewrite the region's history. Not on the desert's surface, where the relentless sun and wind erase almost every trace of what came before, but in the cool, silent darkness below. In the Az-Suld Plateau, scientists found stalagmites, stone pillars that only grow when rain nourishes the land above. These formations are rare in such arid regions, making their presence a tantalizing mystery. Each layer of a stalagmite is a page in a stone diary, recording wet and dry periods with precision. Like tree rings, these layers build up year after year, capturing the story of changing climates. Using uranium thorium and uranium lead dating, researchers built a climate record stretching back over 7 million years. These advanced techniques allowed them to pinpoint exactly when water flowed and when the land dried out. This breakthrough provided direct evidence of when Arabia was green and when it was dry. For the first time, scientists could match the cave's story to archaeological and fossil records from the surface. The cave deposits revealed at least 6 major humid intervals, some lasting tens of thousands of years. These were periods when rivers flowed, lakes filled, and life flourished across the peninsula. These were not brief wet spells, but long-lasting transformations into savanna. Grasslands and woodlands replaced the desert, supporting animals and early humans alike. The stalagmites recorded the pulse of the monsoon, showing how it waxed and waned over time. Shifts in rainfall patterns were etched into the stone, revealing the powerful forces that shaped Arabia's environment. For the first time, scientists had a continuous timeline, not just scattered clues. This allowed them to see the big picture, how climate cycles repeated, and how life responded to each change. The caves preserved the chemical signatures of ancient rainfall, protected from the harsh desert above. These minerals held the fingerprints of past monsoons, locked away for millions of years. This evidence turned a long-held theory into scientific fact. What was once speculation became a story told in stone, confirmed by the most precise dating methods available. Arabia's lost green world was finally brought to light. The region's hidden past emerged, showing a land that was once vibrant and alive. The caves gave us a window into a climate story millions of years in the making, a story of transformation, resilience, and the enduring power of nature's hidden archives. The idea of a green Arabia was once just a theory, pieced together from scattered clues, stone tools, fossils, and the faint traces of ancient riverbeds. For decades, these hints painted a tantalizing picture, but nothing more than a possibility. Archaeologists unearthed tools in places now bone dry, where the sun bakes the earth and water seems unimaginable. These discoveries hinted at a time when the land was far more hospitable, when humans could thrive here. Then, satellite images revealed ghostly outlines of ancient rivers and lakes, winding across the landscape. These features suggested a land once rich in water, with networks of rivers and lakes that supported life. But these clues were like scattered snapshots, isolated moments frozen in time, not a continuous story. They raised more questions than answers. The real challenge was connecting these fragments into a coherent timeline to understand not just if, but when Arabia was green. Everything changed with the discovery of ancient caves. Inside, scientists found a continuous, datable record of climate change, locked within layers of mineral deposits. The humid periods recorded in the caves matched the times when rivers flowed and lakes filled the valleys, confirming the theory with hard evidence. During these green windows, early humans could survive, thrive, and even migrate through Arabia, using it as a vital corridor between continents. The Green Arabia hypothesis was no longer just speculation. It became a proven reality, reshaping our understanding of human history. Arabia, it turns out, has spent much of its recent geological history as a lush, welcoming land, teeming with life and opportunity. The vast desert we see today is only its latest incarnation, a fleeting chapter in a much older, greener story. The fossil record brings Green Arabia to life. In the Nafud Desert and UAE, paleontologists have found remains of hippos, crocodiles, and water buffalo, animals that need permanent water. Fossils of elephants, ancient horses, and giant cattle show that Arabia was once a thriving savanna. These animals needed vast vegetation and water, proving the land was once rich and green. The Bainuna Formation, dating back 7 million years, aligns with the oldest humid periods from the caves. Predators like jaguars and hyenas also roamed these plains. Arabia was part of a larger Afro-Eurasian ecosystem, not an isolated desert. Each fossil discovery adds detail to this ancient world. The bones of these giants are echoes of a lost paradise. Arabia was once a bridge, not a barrier, connecting continents and life. For years, Arabia was seen as a harsh obstacle in the story of human migration out of Africa. But during its green phases, it became a vital corridor, a superhighway for people and animals. Early humans found water, game, and plants, leaving stone tools as evidence of their journeys. Arabia was a destination and a crossroads, not just a detour. The fossil record shows animals with both African and Eurasian origins, proving two-way migrations. Arabia's climate cycles opened windows for dispersal and exchange. This region shaped the genetic and cultural history of populations far beyond its borders. Each green phase was a new opportunity for life to spread and mix. Arabia's story is central to understanding the migrations that shaped our world. Arabia's transformation was driven by cosmic rhythms, Milankovitch cycles, especially Earth's 20,000-year precessional wobble. This wobble changes the intensity of seasons and the strength of the monsoon. During certain cycles, stronger monsoons brought life-giving rains deep into Arabia. Cave records show wet periods lining up with these orbital changes. Arabia's greening was not random, but a predictable, recurring event. The desert and savanna alternated in time with the slow dance of the cosmos. This connection explains the cycles of Green Arabia over millions of years. Understanding these rhythms helps us see climate change on a grand scale. Even the most stable landscapes are shaped by forces far beyond our planet. Over the last 8 million years, Arabia's green periods have grown shorter and less frequent. Early humid phases lasted over 1 million years, but later ones became brief and fragile. Global cooling and growing ice sheets weakened the monsoon, making the region drier. Even when orbital cycles favored rain, the monsoon couldn't reach as far. Permanent lakes gave way to seasonal wetlands, and lush savannas faded to arid grasslands. Arabia's current desert state is the result of this long, slow shift. The fate of Arabia's climate is tied to global changes, not just local ones. The desert is the latest chapter in a story shaped by planetary forces. This discovery was a global effort led by scientists from Australia, the UK, Germany, and Saudi Arabia. Their collaboration brought together expertise in human evolution, paleoclimate, and geochemistry. Saudi institutions provided access to remote caves and crucial local knowledge. Researchers emphasized Arabia's central role in ancient migrations and evolutionary history. The project integrated geology, archaeology, paleontology, and climate science into one powerful narrative. The Green Arabia project is a model for international scientific collaboration. Fieldwork in harsh deserts and advanced lab analysis made this achievement possible. It's a testament to our shared curiosity and drive to understand our origins. The story of Green Arabia is just beginning. New questions drive future research. How did ecosystems vary? What other species lived here? What secrets remain buried? Scientists plan to explore more caves and regions, building a detailed map of ancient climates. Targeted fossil and archaeological searches may reveal even more about early humans. Each discovery could reshape our understanding of human evolution and migration. Green Arabia reminds us that today's landscapes are fleeting snapshots in deep time. The resilience of life and the power of planetary cycles are written in Arabia's sands. The promise of new discoveries is truly thrilling.